Hello, everybody, and my name is Private Patton. Welcome to the MRL Fastlane. Tonight, we are looking at the previous mini season. Actually, we're looking at to see who won each title: the Saturday Cup Series, Sunday and Monday Lights. Who won those? We are not. I think. Well, actually, let's kind of get the format out of the way. I think if you guys really want to see exactly how the races went down, you guys can always just check out the videos. You know, they're always right here on the official MRL. The first official MRL YouTube right here. So they're all right here. Here's Sunday and here's Monday. So I'm just going to be talking over the highlights, essentially, and what exactly can be attributed to each race. And then we're also going to be talking about the expectations for next season, as well as what exactly is going on with MRL in, Ignition's absence, I guess. That would be a good word for it. So, let's get straight into this thing. So, Saturday, the fun season ended. And it was a battle. It was a battle between Hunty and Beady Deadman. Now, if you guys may recall, it was originally supposed to be Hunty, UK, Mopow Cat, and Beady Deadman. However, UK did not show up for this race. So it was literally just a 1v1 situation. 32 points separated Hunty and BD. So BD had a lot of work to do. Now, did he get there? You're gonna see just as well as that the 22 was up front mostly. The 00 was also up front. So it was really, really hard for the 22 to make up some ground. In fact, actually, after a couple mistakes and a couple cautions not go his way, the 22 actually ended up behind in the back of the pack. He made his way back up here. That's why you can see him right here. Here's the 00 as well as the 22. BD was able to make his way to the front. However, unfortunately, Hunty was able to knock out a wonderful championship. And actually, we're going to look at that right now. Ooh, spoilers. That is not it. That is right here. Xander actually was able to go far and away the class of the field. Look at that. 12 seconds separation between himself and Baseball Kid. And that was just because of... pit strategy. Xander was just on fire that night. And so was Hunty and BD, but unfortunately, there wasn't enough separation there. Not 32 points separation. In fact, actually, Hunty was actually able to gain 5 points, so the final points was 37. But Baseball Kid, look at that! Baseball Kid with a wonderful P2, showing exactly what he can do over at Blazing Wheels Racing. Excellent work. I'll clap for him. But yeah, of course, then you have Nathan down there completing the top 5. He was practicing for his own title fight on Monday. We're going to get to that here in a hot second. Piper, P6, after a wonderful drive at Vegas, unfortunately did not get the result that he felt he deserved, but P6 was a great result for him. Bassbuck as well. Then we also have Maverick, Kalen, and Story Square. Story Square, unfortunately, kind of got shafted a little bit. He was more towards the top 5, but if I recall correctly, I think it was a pit road speeding penalty that kind of knocked him on down to P10. And then to complete the field, we had 15 drivers with us. BS, 14 cars, Worst Cod, T-Bird, Brandon, and US Trek. These final 3 being the DNS for the race, whether it be mechanical or just, I know lag unfortunately struck US Trek right here. So with the Cup Series, you can actually see that BD, like I said, 37 points, still gained it on UK, who finished P4. Unfortunately, with him not showing up, he did drop to P4 in the standings, but this is just momentum, I guess you can say, for like T-Bird, as well as BS14 cars. BS14 cars being always one of those that are so critical of themselves, thinking that they should be a front runner, but all they really need is consistency, and P5 shows it. P5 in the standings is where BS finished. Then you have Brandon down here, P6, and then Liam, of course, showing that despite not running a full schedule, if he can just continuously put in last place points. One of the reasons why I always say last place points are fantastic. Definitely putting that in. And then also Xander, who fell as far back as I do believe P12 in the standings, rallied back for P9, able to kind of fit himself comfortably between Worst Cod and P8 and MH and P10. Wonderful, wonderful season all around. All of these guys did a fantastic job. And we're definitely looking forward to what the new season, and like I said, we're going to be talking about that here in a hot second, here in a little bit. But yeah, in terms of the Cup team standings, Von Poon, oh my god, it was not even fair. You can see who exactly raced on that. So a full 5-card team, and much like GMI over here, definitely showing up what they can do as well. Then you have... yeah, it was a clean sweep. It was not even fair. But GMI, though, rallied back at the last opportunity in order to get P2 in the standings. So, golf clap. Mo Powa with Hunty in UK. Unfortunately, with UK not showing up, that hurt them in the standings. And then, well, here we are. But the Chaos Crew, excellent opening round to finish P4 in the title fight. And then same thing with Blazing Wheels down here in P5. Chickstar with only one race, and that is Rockstar right here at Watkins Glen, completed the team standings in P6. So yeah, the driver stats, excellent work. You can see how... since Xander, well, he only raced 4 times. I'm very surprised by that stat. He definitely would have been a title contender. However, you can see why Hunty was the favorite going in because of his really good average finish. 3.5 is exactly what is a championship caliber driver. And then BD as well. You can't really knock out BD as well. P5. A 5th place average finish. Excellent work. The one I think that really stood out to me when I was doing this is, well, let me rephrase that. Is the people that were the full timers. So like T-Bird, only missing 1 race, but he did get a last place point for it. A 7th place average finish. Excellent work. A career season for T-Bird. Same thing as well for Brandon down here. P was a 6.5, so excellent work for him in terms of his only missing 1 race, and that was actually because of a suspension. So he would have showed up regardless. But 6.5, I definitely feel like he could have been up in the running. I don't think a champion caliber, because 6.5 kind of diminishes that a little bit, but overall though, it's still a great job. And Bass, of course, you can't ever knock out Bass for running 3 races, a 5.3 average finishing position. Excellent work. You can also see just how competitive the midfield was. You have a lot of 9 and 10 place average finishes, so you have Keith down here, you have BS down here. BS, of course, I guess, finishing P5 in the standings. That his average finish allowed him to have that, but then you have Liam down here in 10th, then you have Piper and Baseball Kid. Very competitive midfield, I will have to say, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can do next season. And speaking of... next season. The next league, actually, is the Sunday Series. The Sunday Series, the Sunday Night Lights. You have, it was Hunty versus Xander. Literally, whoever finished in front of those two. And then Justin Shackett was the long shot, minus 32 points out of those, going into the final race. So let's kind of talk about it. So Xander and Hunty were just right behind each other. So you can see here's Xander and here's Hunty. That's where they started. So it was pretty self-explanatory. It was Xander having the upper hand, so you can see him right here, and then Hunty right behind. Hunty, I would have to say, was a little bit better on the long runs, if I could say so. And that's why you can actually see him closing on up, utilizing that draft a little bit. However, I wonder if I can find it right here exactly. I think it was... right about here. I do believe so. Oh, hang on. Yes, right here. All right, my bad. So with Hunty deciding to be on an alternate strategy, he wanted to pit later than Xander, and then because of Xander utilizing the undercut, it was a 100-lap race, so essentially you had to really utilize some strategy here. Pit stops already happened, and we're looking at Hunty. You could, if you watch back the stream, we're like telling him, you gotta pit early, in order to try to make up some time. And you can see Xander was the one that pulled the trigger. Hunty is going to signal to come on down pit lane, and you can see going on around. So he's trying to use the overcut to try to close on Skirm. Remember, whoever finished in front of each other, but that is what happened. Hunty went on around, and then he tried to... Yep, that's what did it right there. So, because of that one lone mistake, this was I think a 2 caution race. Because of that one mistake right there, a caution did not come on out the rest of the race. We look at Xander as our champion. Xander, a wonderful spot from him to really just go 2 in a row. Going from Cup on Saturday to Sunday Night Lights on Sunday. UK, Justin Shack at P3, Story Square P4, and BS P5. Hunty there in P6. Oh, you hate to see a championship so close come on down to a mistake like that. But you have DMC, that's Derek Counterman right there. DMC making his debut in Sunday Night Lights. And P8, Gio as well got caught up in a few mistakes, some of his own creations, some not, and finished P9. But you can see Nathan, Agent Orange right there, practicing for tomorrow. So you can see him steadily improving, P7 there. To complete out the rest of the order, you have Liam in P10, and then Piper, who we joked about it because Liam was our in-race reporter. Liam put Piper into the wall, and I think he blew a tire after that. So Loho and Baseball Kid were the DNFs for that race. But because of that, you can see that ultimately the points favor Xander. He is the Sunday night champ. Hunty P2. So it was an excellent season for these guys here. BS as well, another underdog, another top 5 in terms of points finishes. Liam and UK down there in 5th and 6th, very close. A couple more positions, and Liam could have lost it. But actually, the only change in the final points was actually Story Square P9 for his debut season. Excellent job. Because of that, the stats favor that, and you can actually see that because Xander raced every single race and P4 average finish position there. Excellent work, and compared to Hunty with a 4.8, the favor is clear that in a Winston Cup season-long format, the average finish position is really good. However, I guess much like how the real shockers when I was doing the stats here, another real shock that I would have noticed is that another person that had a 4 average finishing position was T-Bird. Again, a career season to get 2 poles in a win. That came at Atlanta. Excellent work. UK as well missed 1 race. He could have been up there with a 3.5 average finishing position. And then also looking at Story Square down here, missed 2 races, but a 5th average finishing position. It's amazing to see all of these numbers come on up and just show how consistent these guys are. Justin Shackett as well, another career season, 5.1, and that's how he got 3rd place in the standings. Very consistent. He was at one point leading the championship. Excellent job. And then I guess if we look to the team standings as well, VPR was really, really was far and away with their 3 full-time drivers of Liam, BS, and MH. BS, this was his last season in Sunday, by the way. So he's saying sayonara and retiring from Sunday Night Lights. Maybe he'll be back on a part-time basis, but we'll have to see on that. BS though. Had the most points in terms of his other teammates, but that still propelled them up into the title fight. Gio as well for GMI, helping out Xander. Excellent work with 538 points. That actually netted him a healthy. He's around here somewhere. Right there, P12 in the standings. I'm sorry, I had to look for him, but yeah, he's there. So excellent job from him. So that was what helped him out in order to get up into 4th place in the standings. But Mo Power very consistent with again Hunty and UK being the powerhouse duo, scoring the most points out of these two. Like if we look at Liam and BS, Hunty and UK did the same. They actually outscored those two, and actually it's what helped. MH was what helped get Von Poon up there. So that one additional driver was what made the difference. Chaos Crew as well, another excellent debut season here. P3 in the team standings, and then like I said, GMI was able to snag a P4 from the hands of the RWI here. So excellent work there. So yeah, Monday night now. It was a nail-biter. 25 points separated Nathan from Cyber. Nathan had to finish P5 in order to, with leading a lap. P4 if he did not lead a lap, in order to win the title if Cyber won the race. And the entire race, Cyber was in control. Cyber was in control and was looking to go out and win the dang thing. We had a very healthy car count tonight. It was 18 drivers. Frosty flexing his muscles a little bit, but the 4 and 5 were definitely the ones to beat. But Frosty was a little on edge, and you can actually see that in a race that was a little bit plagued by cautions, just a little bit. Gio was our in-race reporter, and you can actually see that the 5 of Cyber did get a little loose. So, despite it was not out of harm's way for Cyber. So, like that was probably the worst he's actually ever dropped. Was like what, P5, something like that. However, Nathan, you don't even see him in the picture. Nathan is back in the pack. He got spun out. He got junked. If you name a wreck, he was involved in it. It was rough for the 51 of Nathan. However, with a couple lucky yellows, he was able to claw his way back. However, he just kept getting involved in accidents. Some of them probably could have been avoided, but you see a massive wad of cars. Cyber's leading. Okay, let's picture this for a hot second. Your championship rival is leading. You are currently the odd one out, and you are the 51 trying to push everyone past in order to get up into the front, trying to gain every single position. And some just aren't going to go your way. There are going to be some that just won't get out of your way because they're also racing for something as well. They're also racing for points. They're racing for a win. So Nathan had to tread water very, very closely, and had to kind of finesse his way up into the front. And actually, it came down to a long green flag run, and you can actually see right here that it was a Geo right here running the 44. This was the run before the final run. Piper with an excellent run there in P4. Very good run from Pied Piper as well. Again, I would have to say a career season, getting a win in Sunday Night Lights. Unfortunately, it did not come in Monday, but you can actually see right now. So, with everything's all said and done, you have... Okay, so Cyber's in the lead right here. He did not lead a lap. Nathan did not lead a lap. He is on the cusp. If he loses one more position, then he is not the champion because Cyber ties Nathan, and he gets the tiebreak of more wins. It was so close. So you have a bit of backup with Gio right here, kind of rounding and trying to help out his teammates as much as possible. That was purely a mistake right there, getting loose, and Nathan even came up on. Even came up on board right there and said, hey, you know what, it was not on purpose, it was just totally by accident. But the 44 of Gio with the fresher tires is going to be playing rear gunner right now to try to get his driver into the championship favorite position, because Gio, the owner of GMI, Nathan got signed to GMI midway through the season. So right now, like I said, playing rear gunner right now. But yeah, you can see that the P4, he's exactly where he is. If he loses one position, it is donezo. So let's kind of fast forward a little bit. It's Piper as well getting loose. That was, that's one of the things you hate to see. Well, hang on, I think it was right here. Oh, no, hang on. I didn't actually get a good camera shot, but a caution with 2 to go right there. So you can actually see a little bit going on with... apparently, Worst Cod was got messed up in an accident, came up on track, and hit the 16. That caused a yellow. A late race yellow in the championship race. It is the green flag checkered, and there is a certain person on pit lane as the yellow came on out. The lucky right there, the 89 of Brandon, just so happened to be down pit road when the caution came on out, and he doesn't have to pit. So as we go towards the restart, the 89 stayed on out. The 99 as well, who also is on like 5 lap old tires. And you can see it is a mad dash right now. P3, P6. Who's gonna take it? We're actually gonna let we're gonna kind of skip on ahead a little bit, but we're gonna let this kind of roll out naturally. It's 51. It hits the wall right there, but everyone kind of just holds their own. Unfortunately, 99 got junked right there, so he is falling in the back of the pack. So with one more lap right now, the 5 of Cyber is trying to get his way up into enough positions in order to even make his championship even a considerable amount feasible. So you can see the 0 story square try to get his own position right there. The 18 of Kalen looking up a little high, the 5 down low, but doesn't have the momentum. He hits the apron, the 5 hits the apron, and coming out of 4, Brandon will win the race, but the 5 of Cyber will not win the title. The 51 through hell and high water came on out with the title. By 10 points was the separation. Whew. It was literally Nathan fell as far back as I think even P18, P17, something like that, in order to get up there. But rally, that's why you never give on up. Though, again, excellent job from Wasted for his second run with MRL. That was Las Vegas was his first run. BD, again, another favorite as well with P6. And actually, we're going to talk about that. Loho being picked up by VPR because of his consistent results. So, excellent job. But yeah, Brandon, again, another win in lights. Piper, unfortunately, did not have the results that he wanted. Same thing with Gio and Heron. Maverick as well was the biggest loser out of that run. And you can see just how much the midfield and Mondays are so competitive. It is insane. So because of that, we have the points. 10 points separated the front 2 competitors. And actually, surprisingly, we had a tie for P4 and P5. NASCAR Extreme and BD. And 6 points ahead of that was Piper. So Piper solidified P3 in the standings. Excellent job from him. Again, a career season. I cannot stress that enough. BD as well. Fun fact, actually. BD, if he, to kind of look back at here, if he finish 7th or better, then it doesn't matter where Cyber and Nathan placed. BD, actually, if he would have ran the complete schedule, he would have been champion. So, just saying. Loho as well. P6 in the orders there. Excellent job. Unfortunately, Broadcaster Clay was the biggest loser out of that. -3 spots. But yeah, excellent work. And Maverick as well on his debut season with us. You can see that the new talent that we're getting in MRL is definitely going to be one to watch. The same thing with Frosty as well. What can he do? Unfortunately, Las Vegas was not his race, and apparently what happened is that his wife signed into PSN under his name, so he got booted from the race. That's why he finished last. But the stats, I mean, Mondays are so competitive. It is amazing to me. Piper as well, like I said, a career season. Nathan, a 4.5 compared to Cyber's 5.5. That one place is 10 points. I can what's gonna happen next season? I don't even know. But yeah, that is the biggest thing that I want to get on out of this, is because with everyone putting in their efforts, and I cannot thank each and every one of you guys for racing and for supporting the league. It's fantastic, so thank you guys so much. But yeah, Mondays are so competitive, and especially with the Sunday guys coming on over to kind of shake things up a little. To kind of look at, I know I talked to him on Sunday, but Story Square, 3 runs down here, 7.3 average finish. Xander, of course, 1.3 average finish. When he didn't win, he finished second. So that's what happened there. Same thing with our other Sunday drivers, like Gio coming on down, and just. So what I'm trying to get at is just how close the field is. Again, VPR won the title fight. Unfortunately, RWI had a final race collapse, and there was only 2 drivers in the RWI camp for the final race. So RWI putting wasted. So 3 showing up for the final race, but everyone but Cage showed up for VPR. So just because of that, VPR won the title. Excellent job for them for sweeping the team standings. But RWI, excellent job for showing and coming out strong in their first Monday Night Lights season. Blazing Wheels as well, P3, and then GMI was added in a little bit late, but we'll have to see what they can do on a full schedule. Excellent work. So let's look to the future now. So what's MRL doing after Heat 5? Well, Ignition's already out, and I think we all know that it's not the greatest. Unplayable in terms of a competitive online setting. So we are returning to Heat 5. So Heat 5, we're going to be ran for another 10-week season, and here is the Saturday season. Starting out, as of this recording, as of right now, this Saturday, because it's Tuesday right now of this recording, this coming Saturday, Michigan is going to be ran. And then after that, we're going to be going to Gateway, Canadian Tire, Richmond. A lot of these tracks we've never been to. We've never been to Gateway, Canadian Tire, or Richmond. We've been to Phoenix once, Talladega twice. And then we haven't been to Pocono, and we've been to the road course, but not the classic oval. Who's going to win here? If we were so competitive, and the final points tally for Saturday was only 37 points, with a bunch of these unknowns, who's going to take it? I don't know. The Lights, same thing. A little bit change up here. Instead of Michigan, like here in the Cup, we're going to Auto Club for their first race. Now, I want to point out, for this entire season, the only tracks that they've been to before for Lights, the Xfinity Lights, Daytona, and Atlanta, those are the ones that they've been to more than once. So a bunch of unknowns. People are going to have to really dial in their setups and actually actually have to turn some laps in practice, whether it be amongst their teams or by themselves. So we're going to have to see how that goes. I'm very excited because with how close Sunday and Monday nights are, I mean, again, much like Saturdays, there are going to be so many unknowns. And then on Tuesdays, brand new Tuesdays, the Challenger Cup Series. This is a quote-unquote modern series with playoffs, stages, all of the modern point systems, playoff points, 40 points for a win, 35 points for second, non-Winston Cup standing. So if you guys aren't a fan of continuing on with the no stage racing all the way down here in Saturday and Sunday and Monday, then Tuesdays are the series for you. And again, we're going to be taking it to a few tracks that the Cup Series has not been to. Gateway, Canadian Tire, Iowa they have been to. Same thing with Kentucky, but Martinsville, Chicagoland, Mid Ohio, they have not been to before. Just period. So currently, as of this recording, we have 21 people signed up for the Challenger Cup Series. If you're interested, hit me up. Private Patton. Let's go. We'll have to see how that goes. It's going to be super fun. A full 4 days worth of racing here at MRL. Who is going to be the champion for this 10-week mini season, and especially on the brand new Tuesday series. We're going to be cutting the top 8 and then top 6. Only one race. You cannot have a bad race at the round of 8 or the round of 6, because then Atlanta, if you notice, for all of the 4 series, Atlanta is going to be the final championship race. The Challenger Series, 25%, 50% for lights, and 50% for Cup. Who will take the cake and eat it too? We'll have to find out. Let me know in the comments. So, with that, this has been the MRL Fastlane with your host, Private Patton. I'm looking forward to this new season. Hopefully you guys are as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all so much for racing and everything that you guys have done. You guys are awesome, and we'll see you in the Shootout Series. Catch you next time. Peace.